Mr. Shastri, good evening. Congratulations on the win. And Ajinkya, many congratulations on the win. Mr. Shastri, to you first. You've seen many wins, many battles between India and Australia. Where would you place this win? Because many are calling this the greatest win ever. And Shane Warne has called it cricket's version of Thriller in Manila.
It's they're not wrong. When you look at the circumstances that this team came to Australia, being in lockdown for 4 months, where a lot of people living in metros couldn't even get out of their flats, leave alone having an opportunity to train. Then to go to the IPL and someone like Jasprit Bumrah, because of Mumbai winning, he's bowled 64 overs. That's it. None of the other guys have got a proper hit in the middle. Then to come here and take on Australia in their own backyard, where the world knows how tough it is. And then to go through these quarantine periods, have injuries, multiple injuries right through the tour, to be, bowled out for 36, India's lowest score, and then to come back from there and play like, absolute champions is unreal. I mean, the penny has still not dropped, and it will take a long time to drop. But, unreal. What I've seen, unreal, unimaginable, simply superb. Especially the resolve and the character the boys have shown right through.
Mr. Shastri, would you consider the stint that you have spent as coach after the third test to the beginning of the fourth test, when you had to take those tough decisions? Is it the toughest phase of your coaching career with the Indian team? The decisions that you had to take, whether to play a Bumrah, Ashwin not fit, and everything that can go wrong went wrong. Was the toughest 7 days, 3-4 days?
This is the toughest tour ever. We are playing it in COVID times, in quarantine times, and with the multiple injuries you said. So nothing comes close to this. This surpasses all.
Hi, congratulations, Ravi, and congratulations, Ajinkya. My question is to Ravi first. Coach, when the injury list kept growing, really, what were the thoughts in your mind? Can you just talk about behind the scenes, the conversations you had with Ajinkya or with Dr. Nitin Patel? Really, what was going on?
I mean, we were left with no choices. We had no one left in the squad when the final test started, and we had to play the guys who were there. I mean, if you look at the bowling attack that India beat Australia last time, there's not a single bowler playing in that last game. So it was important, to keep the self-belief going. And I think Ajinkya did a great job by being calm, composed, and taking everything in his stride. It's not easy, as a captain to go out with a bowling attack that's just 3 test matches old. It's no joke. But then to marshal the resources and keep everyone going, I thought was an outstanding achievement. And it's the self-belief that this team has. And, people think it's come overnight. It doesn't come overnight. It's a process that's taken 5-6 years. These boys have been playing with each other for 5-6 years. They've had tough tours, they've had losses, but what they've learned now is never to give up. Feeling defeated is one thing, but giving up is not in our vocabulary. And that this team has shown more than anything else. And you must give credit. He may not be here, Virat. He's back home in India, but his character, his personality, that stamp is there for everyone to see in this team as well. And then for Ajinkya to take over the way he did was simply unreal.
Ajinkya, to you, what did you tell the youngsters? I mean, it must be a tough. I mean, every time you hear of the growing injury list, you must be. What were the thoughts in your mind? I mean, could it get any worse?
No, it was really tough, especially after Adelaide Test match. But as Ravi Bhai said, that it was all about character for us, showing that fighting spirit on the field. We were not thinking too much about the result. We just wanted to play good cricket, and I thought credit to each and every individual. Not only players but support staff as well. I mean, they did fantastic job. Our physios have kept each and every individual fit. I think they faced some tough times, but they were just smiling every time, and it was all about team effort. So yeah, it was. I think we shown that character and I think attitude on the field that helped us a lot.
Ajinkya, after this tour for you has been a landmark, and now when you go back again and play against England, again the roles are reversed. So after this high, how do you again grow into a role where probably you take a back seat and someone else again takes the front seat?
Right now, I'm just thinking about enjoying this victory, and we all should enjoy this victory. Not only players, but every Indian should actually enjoy this victory. We're not thinking about England series at the moment. I mean, what we did here was historical, and we are just, as a team, we just want to enjoy this victory tonight, and then once we land in India, we'll think about England series.
Yeah. Hi, Ravi. Hi, Ajinkya. Congratulations. Can you just as the series wrapped up, there seemed to be very lots of emotions there. Can you just go talk about the emotions, maybe, just after you went back? How emotional was it? And Ravi, have you ever seen a bunch of guys get possibly emotional, and rightfully so, because they've achieved something great?
I got emotional. I'm not someone who generally has tears in my eyes, but I had some real tears in my eyes because this is unreal. What these guys have pulled off is, will go down in history as, one of the greatest series ever played. And when you look at the COVID situation and the spate of injuries and, all those things when you take it into account, and then to show the stomach for a fight after being bowled out for 36 is unimaginable.
Yeah, I was emotional too. I mean, I still don't know what happened and still don't know how to describe this series victory. But yeah, credit to each and every individual. If you see especially after Adelaide Test match, everyone contributed. Guys who actually came into team, they all contributed. Credit to all the newcomers who actually chipped in. Rishabh, Nattu played his first Test match, bowled so well. Shardul Thakur played his second Test match, contributed with the bat and ball. Washington Sundar batted really well, bowled well in first innings. Pujara's contribution, I think everyone's contribution. Ashwin bowled well throughout the series. Unfortunately, got injured after third Test match, but yeah, I was really emotional too.
First of all, congratulations, Ravi and Rahane.
Thank you.
It's a great win. Well, the question is that at any point in the chase, did we think about the draw? What was the mindset? Like, especially if you have to talk about Rishabh Pant when he went out, what was the message to him?
I think right from the very beginning, we had a chat, Jinx, myself, the support staff, and we said, let's play normal cricket. Just play your natural game. Don't try and manufacture something. Try and set the game up more than anything else. Take it session by session. And then if you get an opportunity towards the end, and if you have wickets in hand, then you can think, about going for it. But the innings Gill played really set the platform and the tone because it was an outstanding innings for someone on his first tour of Australia on a bouncy Gabba track to take on the attack like the way he did. He got the momentum going. And then there was, Rishabh Pant. You can't change his style of play. In his mind, he was always chasing it. That one thing, he kept looking at the scoreboard. You knew he had some other ideas.
Prajakta, both youngsters, Shubman and Washington, had a great tour. A few words for both of them.
Personally, I'm really happy for them, especially Shubman Gill. The way he batted last three Test matches was really good. I think he was really composed. He was really calm under pressure. Today everyone saw what he can do actually, and his 91 set us a game for us. Washington Sundar on his first Test match, the way he handled. We know about his bowling, but as a batsman, the way he batted in first innings with Shardul Thakur was really good. So really happy for both of them. They have set the benchmark for themselves, and I'm sure they'll grow from here every match by match.
Congratulations, Ajinkya. Congratulations, Ravi.
Thank you.
Ajinkya, when you took charge after the Adelaide Test, how steep had been the odds before you, and your leadership made a difference. So, what is your approach towards leadership? And the question to Ravi Bhai is, Ravi Bhai, as a player, you played with and against so many fantastic captains, and you also led India to a Test victory against the West Indies. When you see Ajinkya captaining India, anyone from that constellation you can relate to?
See, first of all, I think it's an honor to lead your country, and it was not about me. It was all about team, and that's what we decided. I think I look good because everyone contributed. So I don't give importance to myself. It was all about team. Everyone contributed. For us, it was all about having that character on the field and having that fighting spirit on the field. That's what I always believe in. Your attitude is really important. Your work ethics are really important. And I think I would like to thank our support staff here who backed me a lot, who supported me a lot during these tough times, and they supported each and every individual here. So I'm really happy for all of us as a team and for all the support staff.
I think very simple, very calm and composed, Ajinkya. When he's out there, he's not ruffled by anything. Even he led from the front with his innings in Melbourne, which really set us back on track, to challenge Australia, get a lead, and then force a win. And we haven't looked back since, which is tremendous.
Ajinkya, the coach spoke about the importance of taking it session by session on a day like today. But can you just tell us the discussion before and during each of the two breaks that you all had in the dressing room? And to the coach, you spoke about Pujara, you spoke about Ajinkya's leadership, but can you speak about the role of the supposed test specialists in this group, especially in the absence of Virat? That's Ajinkya, Pujara, Ashwin, Vihari, and Umesh to an extent.
See, first of all, this morning we spoke about playing simple cricket and just play normal cricket. I mean, what we did in this tour was we fought really hard, and the message was all about fighting till the end, not to think about the result. Yes, Ravi mentioned that we were looking to play session by session during lunch and tea. We say just take it one session at a time, but during tea time, I don't know, we sent any message to Rishabh, but he was always looking to chase that total down, and credit to him, the way he batted, he took that risk and took Aussies on. But again, his innings and Pujara's innings actually gave that platform to win the game.
Answer the question.
Yes, you mentioned about the specialists. I think they all rose to the occasion, each one of them, the names you mentioned, and because they realized the responsibility was more on their shoulders after Virat had left and we were bowled out for 36, and they wanted to lead by example, and that rubbed off on the youngsters as well, to match them.
रवि, अब आपके कंट्रीब्यूशन का बहुत कम मेंशन होता है, जिक्र होता है. आप इतने साल से टीम के साथ हैं, बट प्लेयर्स की चर्चा होती है, बट जब आलोचना होती है तो आपकी बहुत होती है, आपकी तारीफ कम होती है. और हम जानते हैं कि आप कुछ वन लाइनर्स बोलते हैं टीम को इनकरेज करने के लिए. जैसा अभी हमने एक सुना था कि आपने बोला था कि भाड़ में जाए पिच, हमें यहाँ पे 20 विकेट चाहिए और जीतना है. तो कुछ उसके बारे में बताएंगे, ऐसा क्या आपने कुछ कहा था टीम के लिए? और दूसरा, अजिंक्या से वही सवाल पूछूंगा कि पूरी टीम तो एक तरफ है, बट कितना बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन रवि का होता है टीम को मोटिवेट करने में, फाइनल्स पॉइंट बताने में, इस हिस्टोरिक विन में उनका कितना बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन है, उसके बारे में बताएं.
देख संजीव, कोच का काम होता है लड़कों को मेंटली प्रिपेयर करने के लिए. उनका जो माइंडसेट जो है, थॉट प्रोसेस जो है, वो क्लियर होना चाहिए. जास्ती कॉम्प्लिकेशन करने का कोई जरूरत नहीं. और अगर गेम सिंपल रखे और अगर आप बेसिक चीजों को अगर अटेंशन दें तो काफी काम हो सकता है. और कोच के बारे में, कोच ड्रेसिंग रूम में बैठते हैं, लड़कों बाहर जाके लड़ते हैं, और जैसा क्रिकेट वो लोग ने खेला है कोई स्टेटमेंट करने का जरूरत नहीं, क्रिकेट बात करेगा.
I think रवि भाई का कंट्रीब्यूशन हमारे लिए बहुत मायने रखता है, स्पेशली जिस तरीके से उन्होंने हैंडल किया सभी को, और जिस तरीके से सपोर्ट किया, इसी सीरीज में नहीं बट इससे पहले भी, जब हम 2018 में भी हम यहाँ पर जीते थे सीरीज, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने बैक किया था लड़कों को, और मुझे पर्सनली बहुत कुछ सीखने मिलता है उनसे. वो खुद कैप्टन रह चुके हैं, जब भी विराट भी साथ में होता है तो मैं जस्ट उनसे एक बैटिंग के बारे में या क्रिकेट के बारे में कुछ सीख सकता हूँ तो मैं सीखने की कोशिश करता हूँ. लेकिन जिस तरीके से उन्होंने बैक किया टीम को, मेरा जॉब बहुत आसान हो गया था. सो रियली हैट्स ऑफ टू हिम.
इस मैच में जो दिया हो आखिरी दिन में कुछ आप मेंशन करना चाहेंगे? कोई एक लाइन जो टीम को मोटिवेट करने के लिए कहा हो? अजिंक्य, आप बताएं कुछ। टीम को किस तरह से लास्ट डे में उन्होंने कुछ क्या खास कहा? कोई
हम सिर्फ कहे कि देखो भाई, आज आखिरी दिन है टूर का, जब बाउंड्री लाइन जब क्रॉस करेंगे, ये इंडिया बैच जो है ये भूलना मत। आप खेल रहे हैं इंडिया के लिए, आज जान लगाओ। एक आखिरी दिन है, जान लगा के खेलो, उसके बाद जो होगा।
Yeah, Ravi, Ajinkya, obviously sensational win. Hats off. Just to underline one thing about the mental resilience. I'm sure you've been asked this before, but to go from 36 all out to Melbourne, a sensational win, then the SCG draw, and then coming here, despite the setbacks, the body blows, all the adjectives and cliches we can use, it still says a lot about the mental resilience of this team. Where does the credit go beyond the players, the team? The IPL, the coaching system?
No, I think it's all combined. You know, it's you can't just point a finger on one thing. It's all that's happening. IPL plays a massive role because it encourages youngsters to share a dressing room with some of the biggest players in the world. They don't have to be Indian; they could be from other countries as well. So it breaks those barriers. And, you know, they learn very quickly. Now, as far as this team is concerned, they just got stronger. You know, once they bounced back after 36, you know, there was just a self-belief to refuse to take anything lying down, you know, to counter punch at every given stage, you know. And you notice that right through the series, there were times when Australia would be on top, but, you know, there would be a counter punch. And none bigger than that stand between Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar. I think that really set up the test match. If there was one partnership or a counter punch that set it up for India, that was the one, because it brought India past 300 and the deficit was just 33.
Mr. Shastri, this question is about Rishabh. It was said that he needs to learn the difference between being careless and carefree. Then he lost his place in all formats of the game. So how did you handle him for the past year? Because he has been with the team and not playing much. So how did you deal with it?
He understands. He's a good listener. He listens, he understands, he realizes what's his natural game, but he knows he has to strike the right balance, you know, between caution and aggression. You know, no one wants to change a natural ability of anyone as a coach. But, you know, sometimes you can be reckless. And this game teaches you to learn. And he's shown it in both the test matches. You know, 90 odd in Sydney. If he had stayed there for another 45 minutes, you might have had a different story to tell in Sydney. You know, he was disappointed with that shot. He learned from that and made sure he was there at the finish today. So, fabulous job.
Question is for Ajinkya on chat. It's about the bowling group. The bowling group is looking so secured despite so many injuries to the frontline bowlers. Shardul could have taken the 5th wicket and he took a catch of Siraj, who got his maiden 5-wicket. Also, what are the conversations that go on among the bowlers, and they seem to be enjoying each other's success?
So the message was all about bowling in partnerships, especially this test match. We knew that Shardul was playing his second, Siraj played 3 test matches, Saini played 2, and Natarajan for his first test match. So it was all about bowling in partnership, bowling in right areas, and bowling to our plans, what we decided in our team meeting. So I think message was clear to them. It was not about any individual. It was all about doing that collective effort for the team and do the job for the team.
Hi, Ajinkya. This question for you. You know, this has been a very incredible journey for the entire team after 36 debacle and everything. As a captain, after Virat left, what was your? How did you try to regroup, along with, of course, Mr. Shastri and everything? How do you try to regroup the boys and ensure that, you know, things only went for the rise after that?
See, first thing, what we did after Adelaide Test match, that we didn't discuss anything about Adelaide Test. I mean, what happened there. So it was all about focusing on a Melbourne Test match from there on. And I think I said that many times now. I think showing that character on the field We were not thinking about the results, and I think giving confidence to each and every individual. That's what our support staff did really well. They boosted our players' confidence a lot. They supported them a lot, and I think credit goes to each and every individual. Our attitude was fantastic on the field, and yeah, grit and determination.